Hare Krishna. We'll continue our journey with the verse 27th from the first chapter of the Bhagavad Gita as it is. The Sanskrit verse is as follows. Tan samiksha sakonteyaha sarvan bandhun avasthitan kripaya paraya visto vishidan idam abravit. The English translation is as follows. When the son of Kunti, Arjun, saw all these different grades of friends and relatives, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke thus. Now this verse illustrates Arjun's overwhelming emotions upon witnessing his relatives gathered on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. The question arises, why did Arjun feel this way? It couldn't have been solely due to seeing his relatives positioned against him, as he had recently encountered all of them at the Virat battle without experiencing such intense emotional turmoil. But during the Virat battle, Arjun had no intention of harming his relatives. His goal was to defend the Virat kingdom and showcase his skills, hoping to discourage the Kauravas from any future aggression. However, in Kurukshetra, Arjun found himself compelled to fight and even kill his own relatives. This obligation arose because of Duryodhana's stubborn arrogance, as he had rejected all possibilities of peaceful negotiations. In this scenario, the Pandavas had no choice but to engage in the war. Now the question arises, was Arjun's compassion rightly placed? Let's try to evaluate this. If a criminal has been duly tried and convicted, is the guilt of a policeman for putting the vicious criminal in solitary refinement correct? Certainly not. Misplaced guilt is relatively easy to detect in professional settings, but it becomes much more difficult to detect in more personal settings when dealing with our relatives. Such was Arjun's situation on seeing his cousins, the Kauravas, assembled on the opposite side of the battlefield at Kurukshetra. Imagine having a family member struggling with alcoholism. If they repeatedly return to drinking without genuine efforts to change, and we consistently clean up the aftermath of each episode, we are essentially enabling their destructive behavior, as their addiction will intensify. A time will come when we won't be able to help them. Maybe no one will. So our learning is, if we let ourselves feel guilty for things we aren't responsible for, we let the guilty get away with things they are responsible for. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and leave your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, subscribe for more content on health and lifestyle.